Hello, this is Millie X1 for YouTube, bringing you some gameplay in Dragon Ball Xenoverse once again. And it's not going to be much of a gameplay. There are some things that I do want to talk about involving what I dislike and a glitch that I found within the game. But basically I'm going to be starting off with what I dislike about some things in the game. For starters, look at my character. Well, for starters, it's very hard to contact your friends in the Toki City when you're playing online. I mean, sure, you could contact them, you could join up with them when they invite you, or you invite them, you know, in missions or in battles. But it would be a heck of a lot more fun if we could all meet each other in the Toki. I forget the name of this city. Toki. All right, Toki. I got him. Toki City. It would be a heck of a lot more fun if we could all meet each other in the Toki City. So, I mean, cause this is the main place to hang out at. All these players that you see right now is just random players, and it's only been so rare that I actually seen any of my friends walking around here. I mean, sure, I wouldn't know the name of their characters. I mean, since we get to name our characters and it's displayed at the top of our heads and not our actual PSN profile, which is okay. But I could always look at the stats of the character, you know, their player data, and then see their profile name anyway. So that's what I do a lot, and I have never found any of my friends, you know, from all the times that I have done that. And I actually do have a lot of friends that plays this game, so that's one thing I don't like. It's very hard to keep up with your friends, and the Toki City is the best place, you know, to hang around with your friends in, and it's very hard to do that. And I actually had some plans behind that. You know, I actually had a plan, you know, involving my capture card, because I could take snapshots with my capture card. I was hoping that I can get all my friends together, you know, like close enough so I can have them all on screen, and then I can just take a picture and then just send it to all of them. You know, I like to do things like that. Like, you make a character in the game, you know, a good looking character, you like a picture of your character, you know, to set as a wallpaper on your computer or or on the main menu of your game system. You know, so that's what I wanted to do with a couple of friends of mine, in fact. But it doesn't look like that's gonna be happening. Okay, so that's one thing that I don't like. Another thing would involve the store, mainly the clothing store. Like, you can't actually view. I'll show you in a second. Let me go over there for a second. Thankfully, the loading screens are not that long. Sometimes it can be when you're joining missions, or when the mission is over and it takes so long to load, coming back to the Toki City. So what I don't like, even though you probably know what these clothes are, you know, if you passed the game already, then you'll know. I mean, if you're a fan of Dragon Ball Z, if you're a fan of the characters, then you'll immediately know what a lot of these clothes would look like. But some of these, I mean, you just don't. Like the Murasaki style ninja suit, I don't think I remember hearing about that during the show. Ox King's clothes, yeah, but you don't get to see any of this, you know, before you buy them. You don't get to see what it looks like. So basically, what you have to do is just buy it and then hope that you do like it. So that's another thing I don't like. So that's two things. Here's number 3, and I'm pretty sure I mentioned this in my first DBZX video. Or just DBX. I don't know why I'm saying DBZX. There's not a Z located anywhere in the title of this game. It's Dragon Ball Xenoverse. So it's DBZX. I keep messing it up. But DBX. I got so used to saying DBZ. Okay. So what I was about to say is the way that players chat with each other. For an example, this right here is all that I can say. We do not get to chat freely at all. And there are some things, well, there's something that I do agree about this. Because well, I have all my chat settings, you know, set on English. You know, that's pretty much what my language is. You know, through all the text and dialogues, you know, it's all in English. And when players from different countries, you know, when they use one of these chats, you know, phrases, then it appears in English in my screen. And so that's one thing that I do accept. But seeing that, you know, like how you know, how hard it is for like for me or even other players, you know, how hard it is to get our friends to join us, you know, especially in Tokyo City, then, you know, that it kind of makes players desperate in a way. You know, like every corner I turn, there's somebody, you know, sending me a friend request. You know, and a lot of these friend requests, you know, they come from players that are foreign, you know, from different countries and speak different languages. And, you know, if you know me, then the only language I speak is English. So that's one of the things I'm dwelling on right now. Like, what are your experiences of adding someone, you know, from a different country and possibly don't understand? You know, because sometimes it can fool you. You know, you get this friend request and, you know, and with this chat system, you know, like if it's on English or on the language that you understand, then it's going to appear that way when any player is talking to you. And you could sometimes be fooled by that, you know, and it kind of makes you think that every player speaks English even though they really don't. And it's just how it is, you know, on your screen. It just appeared that way on your screen. So what are your experiences, you know, having someone foreign on your friends list that, you know, that you don't really understand? Because me, I am completely inexperienced with that. And and whenever I added someone, you know, like that on my friends list, never did really get very far. Let's just say he just stayed on my list and that was that. I never actually spoke to him. You know, he's just there. You know, he's just on my friends list just to be on my friends list. Okay, starting up a mission here. Well, I'm not starting it up. I'm trying to join one. Okay. I wonder how long this is gonna take. So, was that 3 things or 4 things? I think that was 3 things. Okay, there's one more thing that I don't like, and there's a glitch that I don't like that sometimes happens when I join, you know, particular players in the sessions. So I'm just gonna say hello. He appears to be using the mic. I'm not using the mic right now. Well, he's telling me that means he's gonna kick me out. I think. Because last time someone told me that they were sorry, they just kicked me straight out. Okay, okay, since we have a full session, can we begin? He didn't kick me out. Okay, maybe just... Okay, never mind. Last time somebody told me I'm sorry, they kicked me straight out of the session. So that's why I kind of assumed that he was going to kick me out because, you know, the last time someone told me they were sorry, then that's exactly what they did. So the 4th thing that I don't like is like during the mission, like if you're playing as a character that is a Saiyan and you go Super Saiyan, you know, anytime a cutscene is happening or when you go through a portal to get to the next area, your power meter still depletes during that cutscene, and that leaves a possible chance of you know, of your power meter fully being depleted after the cutscene is over or when you're fully through the portal. And that's pretty annoying. Like, if everything pauses, you know, when the cutscene happens, then why can't our power meters do that while we're Super Saiyan? So that's the 4th thing.
I'm not Kakarot! I am Goku!
I'm gonna get to the 5th thing in a second. As soon as I get my character all charged, powered up, Super Saiyan. And I'm gonna have her aim her booty at the screen. Okay. Now that just basically increases my speed. Okay, Brawly, let's get to it. This guy can take anything. He didn't even notice me blasting him. And that's a big bang coming. Oh, that got him.
That was surprising. Pretty good.
Alright.
What? Impossible.
Okay, we almost got him.
Don't get in my way. I won't die. I will kill you someday.
Okay, so we get the special battle now. And that's located in a different area. You're gonna see what I'm saying. Now, where's that portal? Is that it? Yeah, that's it right there. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and charge all the way up. I mean, my meter still depletes anyway. My power meter, you know, it still depletes, you know, as I'm Super Saiyan. But it still goes that way as I'm entering through the portal. Like, look how high it is right now. Wait, what in the world? Oh my god, even that happens. So if there's a sixth thing that I don't like, you know, every time it displays a new enemy, you try to go through the portal, it cancels it. It cancels you from going through the portal every time it gives you that notification of a new enemy. So that would be the sixth thing. And I still haven't gotten to the fifth thing, which I will do as soon as I go through here. So even through all of that, my power meter was still being depleted. And there's Broly again. Okay. Now for that fifth thing. Now this is something that happens, you know, the fifth thing is a glitch that happens that I've experienced so far by playing as a female Saiyan. Or a female character in general. I don't know how often this happens. I don't know what type of characters that this will happen with, but it does tend to happen a lot. And the way this glitch works is if you and another player in the mission happens to be using the same attack or the same move in general, whoever uses that move first, their voice is gonna be copied onto your character's voice when you use that move.
Big Bang Attack!
Like when you use the same move that another character of your gender is using, then their voice is gonna be copied onto your voice on that same exact move. Like when you use like Big Bang Attack, like if another player, like I'm playing as a female character right now. Like if another female character in a session had Big Bang Attack and she used it before me, then if I use Big Bang Attack, then I'm gonna hear her voice through my mouth, through my character's mouth, and it's gonna stay like that the whole mission. And that right there is a glitch, and it is very annoying.
Big Bang Attack!
Okay, so I guess that's the end of the mission. I don't even think I got a good grading on this one too.
That's it.
Oh,
Good.
hey.
Keep concentrating on your training.
Okay, and it wasn't me who killed Broly anyway. I ain't getting no items though. So yeah, that's a voice glitch that happens that I don't like, and I want my characters to sound like a woman at all times. There's only one particular voice that I use for all my characters, and that's voice 3. And like I told you before, all my characters are female. Voice 3 is the only voice that I use. It's the only voice that I like. That's the only voice that sounds like a woman's voice. All these other voices sounds like they need a pacifier in their mouths, but voice 3 is the only voice that I use for my female characters. So with that, I'm merely X1. If you like this video, you can leave a like. And like I said before, like if you have any experiences of adding players, you know, who are foreign, you know, onto your friends list. You know, what are your experiences about that? Like, how did you two get along, even though you probably couldn't understand them? Or if you're fortunate enough to actually speak the same language, you know, actually have the talent or the knowledge to actually speak the same language as that person on your friends list, then, you know, you even share some of those experiences, even if you do speak the same language or know that language that that player is speaking. So share your experience on that in the comments below, and I will see you next time. And be sure to subscribe if you like this video enough. But until then, I am gone. Wait, I gotta do it. There we go. Take care, y'all.